Hey, welcome to the TMZ podcast. I'm Branson Quirk.
And I'm Tony.
Welcome, Tony.
What's up? Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Happy middle of the week. We're almost there to Friday.
Happy day after Election Day in Los Angeles.
Yeah, it's going to be a happy day for some and not so happy for others. And main election we're talking about is what other election? We're in Los Angeles. We're talking about Spencer Pratt and Karen Bass.
Don't forget Nithya Raman.
And Nithya Raman.
And we'll give her a fighting chance. Yes. Despite what it looks like right now.
Yes.
Actually, in Orange County, we have a vote as well. But I've been so invested in the Los Angeles mayoral primary that I have no idea what's going on in my own county. I actually walked by the voting booth yesterday when I was walking home. I park kind of farther away from my house. And I'm like, we have a vote as well going on. We have an election.
Yeah, it's.
But Orange County's clean, so whatever they're doing in Orange County, they should just take it and move it over here. Kind of like Patrick says from SpongeBob.
I knew you were going there with
move
the
it over here.
Right? I had a feeling.
We should just take Orange County and move it into Los Angeles. What do you think? That's controversial. But okay, so the results are not in, but we're starting to get
we got a good idea. We got a good picture. So let's
there still
go.
are 200,000 votes to count, by the way, before we get into this. 200,000 votes to still count. But as we are speaking right now, Mayor Bass is at 34.8%. Spencer Pratt is at 30.4%. And Nithya Raman, the city councilwoman, is at third place, 22.3%. And also, if you're not up to date and you don't live in Los Angeles, Karen Bass is the current mayor here. If you haven't been online in the last month or two.
Very controversial, more so because of how she handled all the LA fires, and just people were very upset with her and how she's run the city. Homelessness is still a problem. As somebody who's been here for a decent amount of time now, it's still definitely a problem. But she's arguing that for the first time, it is actually going down. But
it's going down by, and let me give you the specific number. It's down from like 45,000 homeless to like 43,000 homeless. So it's really small. It's nothing significant. But those are the numbers. So yes, that's factual. It is going down. But that's not what I think Los Angeles is looking for.
I think
here.
People want results here, especially
they want something significant.
I was checking a CNN poll too, and I was seeing that Steve Hilton, don't quote me on this, but I was seeing that Steve Hilton is doing pretty good. I think he's the Republican candidate for governor. And yeah, it's people want change here. And somebody who's not from California originally, I can totally understand why people are upset, and I can totally understand why people are gravitating towards Spencer. And he has been killing it with his campaign. I see his ads everywhere. I drive by one. He has like a dog one. He's like, I don't know if it's like a reference to like, oh, you don't want to walk past like dog poop or just
so many.
Human poop, even with the homelessness or whatever. But yeah, he's killing it.
But Karen Bass, we actually spoke with her the night before Election Day, and she told us, and this has kind of been her last Hail Mary punch, saying, is this what you guys want? Is another reality show villain to run your government? That she's claiming that Donald Trump is a great example of what happens when you elect a reality show star. But I think this is completely different. I was saying it on the show yesterday that Spencer Pratt is not Donald Trump. Donald Trump is a different person. He has his own selfish qualities to him. He does his own whatevers. Total different category. To loop him into reality star, I think it's a little different, especially knowing that Spencer Pratt is hiring people around him. And Harvey said this many times, not giving names, but there are very strong people in Spencer Pratt's circle. Now, I actually have the exact amount of votes currently counted. Like I said, 200,000 votes to count to go. So this could switch up. Raman could jump Spencer. We don't know.
Yes.
Spencer could jump Karen Bass. Bass is currently at 172,720 last time I took the screenshot. Spencer is at 151,000.
Oh, so it's close, very close.
Very close. And then Raman, I don't even
Do you think, all right, so be honest. You've been here, California. You're not from LA.
Life.
You're not from LA, but you've been in California.
From the Bay Area, which some would say might have it a little worse.
So
San Francisco.
Do you ever think that if Spencer Pratt, let's say Spencer Pratt doesn't win, do you ever think Los Angeles will ever elect a Republican candidate?
Yes, 100. So actually,
Again, I should say, because they have,
yesterday,
yeah.
I did see a report on Fox yesterday that there's a massive surge in Republican votes yesterday. It was like up 134% or so. So people say that Republicans who stay home vote Democrats, and Republicans that go out the House get results, which is kind of convincing based on where I'm from. Not from, I live in Orange County, and someone said here, you're from Orange County or you don't vote in your own county. I haven't been there that long, so I can't really speak to it, especially because I quite literally spend most of my time in Los Angeles.
Right.
That I can't really speak to Orange County, but I will say that Orange County leans right and red, and people vote. I mean, I was walking by the voting booth yesterday, and there was a line out the door. And it definitely skewed older, but it's a very patriotic area over there, and people get out the houses. They they have their flags outside, and they're very patriotic, which usually means they get out and they vote.
I think California, or just in Los Angeles in general, is just really people love this state, and this state has a lot of opportunity, a lot going for it, and just people are very frustrated of what's going on in the city with crime, with homelessness, all the stuff that we were just mentioning earlier. But I can understand why people are getting cold feet towards Spencer, given the comparisons to Donald Trump. Donald Trump came from reality, real estate background. Spencer Pratt's from a reality background. So they're kind of putting them in the same pool in a sense. So I get why people are getting cold feet, and he doesn't have any experience in politics, and that's a valid criticism. So I don't know. It's going to be really interesting to see where this goes, because
the thing is, though, the people that do have experience in politics are the ones that don't produce results. City councilwoman,
we just need genuine. This is just in politics in general, and I don't even know if this is possible. We just need genuine people, And does Spencer Pratt come off as genuine? He really cares about the city. I think you can say that, but are valid criticisms. Experience is a big thing. There are issues that he isn't mentioning that he is going to have to deal with. So,
I do think that, and I agree with this comment here. Clorox Beach Company, Karen Bass's LA's Lori Lightfoot, Pratt emerged because she choked on the job. That's the thing, is that Karen Bass has let down a lot of people.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And she produces zero results. So everything that Karen Bass says to anyone about anything is not trusted, because how many times has she said, we're doing our best, we're working on it, just for me to go outside and some guy runs down the street with a knife in his hand chasing me down the road, which happens like every single day here. Like, look up like the LA Times or CBS News every day, KTLA, and you'll be shocked what you see, how much actually goes down here in Los Angeles. That's why I don't live here. That's why I don't live in this city. It's a dump. I actually like Burbank. I don't mind it too much. I like Universal Studios area. I like Beverly Hills. There are nice areas. Don't get me wrong. But downtown Los Angeles would not be caught dead. And Mark Garagos, who is one of our hosts of Two Angry Men, he said that
he's right.
Despite being, a native here and having his business actually in downtown Los Angeles, he's terrified for his own employees. There's women on his team, young women. And that's why I said the knife story, the chasing down the street, because one of his women workers was chased down the street by a homeless man. I was there one night for a party, and I was terrified.
No, downtown LA is definitely just in disarray, and we need change. I don't know if I trust really any of these candidates, but regardless, whoever gets in office, we need change and we need results. So, I just hope whoever gets in succeeds, because this city's great and we need change. So,
and I'm on the side of that, that somehow, some way, and Gavin Newsom has said this before, that he has a contingency plan to make sure that a Republican is not voted in. I would be shocked if a Republican was voted in as Los Angeles mayor. Be a huge slap in the face to a lot of people here. But the thing is, this is different than Donald Trump. Don't try and soak this in Donald Trump, MAGA, or whatever. Just because Donald Trump gave a light endorsement on Spencer Pratt actually didn't even accept that endorsement. all he said was, quote, "All I need is the votes from the mothers in Los Angeles who are scared to go down the street with their babies." And that's all he said. He didn't be like, "Oh, thank you, Trump. Thank you, Trump. I need that. I'm MAGA." Didn't say any of that. He just wants to make the city safe, and good on him. And I'm all for it. And that's why a lot of the Democrats are also voting for Spencer Pratt. There is a significant amount of voters because he actually is independent, by the way.
I don't know. Then why is he running as a Republican then? Why is he, if he's truly independent, why is he?
Yes, Republican on the face of it, but there's a little gray area there, and that's why there are Democrat voters.
Well, if you say if you have independent policies, why are you running as a Republican? You know, it just be that's the thing, the disconnect for me. And again, like I said, we need change, period. And I'm just hoping for success, whoever gets in office, because we need to stop the division. We all need to unite. So
I personally, I think Los Angeles needs a Republican for once. I'm just being honest.
I don't know. Whoever, we just need results.
Okay, moving on. Cassie, Diddy's ex.
She's out of the U.S. now.
We didn't even know that for a while, and she kind of did it secretly under the table. This is after all the drama, the conviction, the sentencing. After all of this, if you followed the trial, you know exactly what went down. There's a lot of stress on Cassie and her family, obviously. Well, she revealed in a court declaration that she now lives outside the United States and has no plans to return permanently. TMZ obtained this court declaration on May 1st, and the filing is actually connected to an ongoing lawsuit involving Clayton Howard, a former male escort. Cassie wrote in this declaration, "I reside outside of the United States. I do not intend to move back to the United States. I am a citizen of the United States. I am not a resident of the state of California." Now, we don't even know where she's living, which I think is a good thing. Good for her, getting some privacy after all of this turmoil.
That trial, I mean, I could just see how it was just a lot, because that was that was the trial of the year. That was the story of the year. When that trial was going on, and it was just a lot that was coming out, so I can understand, you know.
Well, if you don't know, if you haven't been keeping up, so Clayton Howard, this former male escort, claims that Diddy and Cassie hired him for freak-offs, and the allegations include contracting an STD, getting Cassie pregnant, Cassie later obtaining an abortion. Howard was reportedly one of the 7 escorts who cooperated with prosecutors during Diddy's criminal case. And his lawsuit alleges severe sexual abuse, physical injury, and psychological injury. Cassie says that Howard actually sent supportive text messages to her husband. So this is kind of her defense on this whole thing. Saying, in the alleged message said, "I know your wife's truth is 100% valid, as I'm sure you did as well. I would have come forward, and I'm glad she got some form of justice. A lot of what I saw really bothered me, and because homie was effed up, but I knew she was in love and wouldn't leave despite being beaten up and punched in the chest in a hotel room, choked and forced into stuff I don't want to embarrass anyone with. I'm damn happy you saved her. I'm glad she got something probably not near what she deserves." So she's saying he's being hypocritical here by filing this lawsuit, including her when he was actually supportive of her.
Right.
By the way, TMZ reported that Cassie received $20 million in her settlement from Diddy, and an additional $10 million from
total of $30 million
hotel.
Wow,
which is the hotel where the beat video, sound video went down. So yeah, she's outside the U.S. Good for her. What else could you ask for? I think it was time for her to get away.
Yeah, honestly, that was, like I was just saying, it's that trial was a lot, and I don't blame her one bit from getting out the U.S., especially this current political climate and all what's going on in the world. So.
All right, well, we are out of time. We got to go film our TV show.
Yes.
Let us know what you think about Spencer Pratt.
Definitely, guys. Comment, sound off. Who if you want to, who are you voting for?
Even if you don't live in Los Angeles.
Yeah, if you
go ahead and give us your opinion.
Yes.
There's a lot of opinions here. Bobby said, LA got lousy leaders and policy for decades, but still keeps voting. Democrat, failed clowns back in office, all for their welfare dole dumbasses. So very opinionated person here.
Yeah, we know that you're not voting for Karen Bass or Nithya. If you
2 comments, by the way. You ready for this?
What?
Vote Branson for president.
Who's saying that? Who? Spill the beans. Who's commenting?
I just saw it. Okay, David says it. CW Cotton. Maybe that's Charlie Cotton.
Maybe.
That could be Cotton. Is this Charlie Cotton? I don't think this is Charlie Cotton. You all know Charlie Cotton.
Yes.
And then let's see. Someone on the other side, Danny, says, sure, a guy that knows nothing about being a mayor should get the job. But the thing is, with public officials, going back to like when this country started, it's we the people, right? So you can elect whoever you want. It doesn't matter how much experience you have. If the people decide, they can elect whoever they want.
It just
doesn't matter who has the experience.
To me, it just comes down to, are you genuine? Are you not? Do you care for the people? Do you care for you not? And do you know, what
I think
you
he
stand
does.
for?
I think he does.
I mean, you can say he is. I don't know. I don't know a lot about him, and I don't really know a lot about the mayoral candidates in general. But again, whoever gets in office, like I said, we need progress.
Oh, here's one. Billy says, Branson is a typical Trump-era Republican, devoid of common sense solutions. Like LA is going to become some serene utopia. Nobody needs a Republican right now. Dang, man.
That's why I think he's not fully accepting the Trump, because the Republican Party right now, according to a lot of people, is MAGA, and that's why I think he's trying to distance himself away from that, because he know that if he's already running as a Republican, and if he accepts Trump's endorsement, which he didn't, that would have been a turnoff for a lot of people who were unsure. So,
And also, there's going to be a new governor soon as well. So, because Governor Gavin Newsom is going to be going on to bigger and better things.
Probably running for president.
Most likely running for president, yes. And there are options in that, but I've only been paying attention to the Los Angeles.
Let's go one step at a time.
So
that's going to be
but that could also be a Republican, but I see more so in Los Angeles, if anything, but not the entire state. You'd be surprised how many people lean right in California. If you divide it, it's like a little portions are blue, but there's a really dense population in those blue spots. And then it's like the whole way from the top down to the bottom, the whole center, which is like agriculture and a lot of like smaller cities like Fresno and places like that.
I think that's how a lot of big cities are, though. That's how my state is. Yeah.
Same thing. Like Texas.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you, everybody. We'll be back here in the afternoon with maybe some breaking news. We will have breaking news, actually.
Yeah.
We always do.